woman putting on a show of affection with her cheating husband in public, while secretly plotting a grand revenge scheme in her heart.
I will make you lose everything and walk away with nothing.
After witnessing her husband's infidelity, Yuanpei didn't break down or cry. Instead, she snapped into clarity. Instantly, she turned around and went to interview at the luxury store where the other women worked. Leveraging years of experience as a wealthy wife buying bags, she landed the job successfully. In just a few days, she effortlessly snatched away the top sales position that Xiaoshang had worked years to secure.
The best revenge is to leave them with nothing and alone.
Yuanpei discovered that Xiaoshang even carried the same bag as her. A woman's intuition told her things weren't simple.
Could it be that every one of my bags is a match with hers?
Sure enough, Yuanpei found in Xiaoshang's social media that every gift her husband gave her came in 2 copies, one for her and one for Xiaoshang. By comparing timeline, she realized her husband had actually started when she was giving birth. He was already involved with Xiaoshang. Yuanpei understood that dealing with rivals was endless. Only dealing with the man is a smart woman, so she began gathering evidence of her husband's affairs, swearing to make the scumbag leave with not a single penny. One day, Yuanpei invited Xiaoshang to dinner, along with her clueless scumbag husband. Yuanpei intentionally placed a camera in her using a bathroom break as an excuse, leaving the two alone, waiting for them to slip up. But Xiaoshang wasn't an easy opponent either.
Mister, Rong, let me pour you some water.
Xiaoshang pretended to accidentally spill water on Yuanpei's back, ruining the hidden camera plan. Yet a setup like this wouldn't have just one trick. Yuanpei flaunted her affection with the scumbag in front of Xiaoshang, even taking his phone to show Xiaoshang photos of their child, purposely making Xiaoshang use face recognition to unlock his phone with solid evidence thrown in their faces. Now neither could keep up the act.
Why can't you unlock my husband's phone, huh?
Let me explain. Actually,
Enough with the act. Don't you get tired?
Facing the arrogant Xiaoshang, Yuanpei didn't take her seriously either.
I suggest you find a lawyer quickly. Because soon I'll come with my lawyer to collect evidence from you.
The evidence is solid. After divorce, the scumbag will leave with nothing guaranteed. But the scumbag wouldn't admit defeat so easily. After the good husband mask was torn off, he showed his most vicious side.
You believe it? I'll make the whole world think you're crazy.
The scumbag first arranged a public proposal scene, passionately expressing regret for not giving his wife a wedding back then, moving all the friends present. Then when Yuanpei was shopping with her best friend, he pretended to kindly bring her an umbrella. The model husband image fooled everyone.
We're an old married couple. Can you two stop showing off?
Is this really necessary?
You forced me into this.
The scumbag even rushed to his in-laws to please, hinting through his words. Happy couple, definitely having a second child.
I'll make everyone believe I love you deeply. If we divorce now, I'll lose the house and car. Plus, I'll need to hire a nanny every month. Not worth it.
After all the scumbag's manipulation, the cold Yuanpei became the one abandoning her husband, an unreasonable crazy woman demanding divorce. Not only that, the scumbag used their son to threaten Yuanpei. When Yuanpei had to take their son to work, the scumbag secretly took the son away, making Yuanpei frantically search everywhere, then suddenly appeared, standing on moral high ground to blame her.
If anything happens to our child, I will never forgive you.
if you insist on divorce, then the child custody
I will definitely get.
Meanwhile, Xiaoshan, helping search for the child, sensed something wrong. Took Yuanpei to check surveillance. You know what I found out? It was that scumbag who took the kid and caused all this drama. Just then, Yuanpei noticed that Yushang had been helping search for the child and even ran so much that her heels were scraped raw. She handed over a band-aid to thank her. Though Yushang acted like she didn't care, her actions totally gave her away, revealing a hidden secret of hers. Because the moment Yuanpei stepped into the shop, she knew this woman was here for her. She is hands down the most cunning top-tier player I've ever seen. In her eyes, men are ranked from best to worst. Every guy thinks he is the one and only, but really they're all just her ATMs.
If you're in love for love, you might end up losing everything. But if you're in it for the money...
The 1st of June, 2022.
Yet, she discovered this backup she'd been stringing along for 3 years not only was married, but also had a son. Though Youshang would do anything for cash, kids were her line in the sand. Youshang decided to cut ties with the jerk for good. So when she realized Yuanpei was onto her, she not only secretly helped Yuanpei land the job, but also flaunted the same bag in front of her on purpose, urging Yuanpei to check her social media to help piece together the timeline of his betrayal, making sure Yuanpei aimed her anger at him and stayed out of her way. By now, she'd successfully saved her own skin. But then one day, Youshang's blood-sucking mom showed up at her work, demanding money. Since childhood, her mom never cared for her, only ever reaching out to ask for cash. Every bit of love and friendship she ever had was destroyed by her mother's hand. To protect herself, Youshang had to shut down, lock away her heart, and chase only profit. But when she picked up scissors and turned them on herself to force her mom to leave, soft-hearted Yuanpei stepped in to help, chasing Youshang's mother away. Facing Yuanpei's heartfelt comfort, Youshang's icy exterior began to crack. After spending days together, Youshang saw clearly that Yuanpei was fair and just. They worked together and reclaimed the fake bag, caused huge losses to the store, facing termination. Yet, in this situation, Yuanpei didn't blame all the responsibility on Xiaoshan the appraiser. Instead, worked together to recover the money. Yuan Pei's help made Xiaoshan decide to help her deal with the scumbag. She gave Yuan Pei the key evidence of the scumbag's cheating. Yuan Pei arranged to meet the scumbag, pretending to reconcile to make him let his guard down. Then seized the chance to check his phone.
Posted a live stream link on the social media.
Live stream link on the scumbag. As social media preparations were done, Yuan Pei coldly threw the divorce agreement in front of the
The
scumbag.
house, the car, the son, all mine. You leave with nothing.
What gives you the right?
You'll find out.
Long time no see scumbag.
Yuan Pei and Xiaoshan joined forces. The scumbag had no choice but to surrender.
The wife and the mistress becoming best friends only happens in techie TV dramas. We're just simply
Disgusted by you.
But the scumbag still tried to struggle. Little did he know his ugly true colors were already captured clearly in the live stream. This public humiliation made the scumbag bow his head and admit defeat, sign the divorce agreement and leave with nothing. The scumbag was already left with nothing, but still had the nerve to try and win her back.
crazy talking to me about feelings.
From then on, Yuan Pei finally broke free from the scumbag and started anew. She realized Xiaoshan wasn't as bad as she seemed and admired her professional skills at work. Women still need to have their own careers. In the end, Yuan Pei sold the house, opened a luxury store, and rescued Xiaoshan from the creepy boss, hiring her as a partner. In her store, bond formed between her and Xiaoshan washed away all past grudges. Two women joined forces to build a business. The shop's business keeps growing bigger. When a sweet, innocent guy walks into the store, he buys the most expensive bag, shyly confesses his feelings to Xiaoshan. Smooth talkers are nothing new to Xiaoshan. Clumsily holding up his ID card to prove he is not a bad guy, this sweet, innocent player Xiaoshan has never seen anything like him. Under his genuine and unpretentious pursuit, Xiaoshan feels she is met her soulmate, not only deciding to accept his proposal, but even agreeing to be a stay-at-home wife. The player gives up her freedom for love, willing to be a homemaker. Little did she know her fiancé would saddle her with millions in debt. A wealthy sweet guy with just the right amount of clumsiness successfully makes the player fall hard, even deciding to be a stay-at-home wife for him.
She treats me so well. Being good to you is the bare minimum in a relationship, not the whole package. In this world, there is no such thing as a stay-at-home wife, only a homemaker.
Xiaoshan is head over heels in love. Her lightning-fast marriage move makes her divorced best friend Yuan Pei suspicious. So, Yuan Pei deliberately causes trouble during their dinner, giving the sweet guy a hard time. Even though he smoothly handles every challenge, the more perfect he seems, the more suspicious he is. Yuan Pei becomes even more wary of him. Then, she catches a glimpse of his phone, fleeting incoming call number that looks strangely familiar. On the way home, she spots him texting. That familiar number jolts her awake. It is none other than Yuan Pei's sleazy ex-husband. Yuan Pei doesn't want to tip them off, so she secretly investigates his background. Soon, she finds out her ex and the sweet guy are in cahoots. The sweet guy is drowning in debt. Marrying Xiaoshan is just a scheme to transfer 20 million in debt legally onto her shoulders. With one move, they screw over both women. Meanwhile, the little puppy is sweet-talking Xiaoshan into signing the contract to transfer the company, pretending he can't bear to see Xiaoshan work so hard. He offers to give her the company under his name, but in truth, Xiaoshan-san, she'll be saddled with a debt of 20 million. Luckily, Yuan Pei calls just in time to interrupt them. Yuan Pei worried that the truth might come out, and fearing Xiaoshan could be in danger alone with the little puppy, purposely asks if she remembers the limited edition bag they bought back together years ago. Now another one has appeared, and she tells Xiaoshan to rush back to the store immediately. Smart Xiaoshan quickly realizes something's wrong. Yuan Pei must have something important she couldn't say over the phone, because the bag they bought back then was a fake, which made them lose a lot of money. Ignoring the little puppy's attempts to stop her, Xiaoshan gets up and leaves. When the two meet up, Xiaoshan finally learns the true face of the little puppy. Never expected the player to get caught after trying to settle down. Though Xiaoshan feels angry and hurt, she quickly picks herself up and teams up with Yuan Pei to take revenge on the jerk. Xiaoshan plays along with his tricks, sweet-talking him into investing 300,000 in their store and getting him to sign the contract in order to get rid of his debt as soon as possible. The jerk agrees without hesitation. Then Yuan Pei steps in, acting like a business partner, suggesting they visit the little puppy's company. If everything checks out, they'll sign the contract. Seeing things go smoothly, the jerk quickly arranges for them to tour the company. But what he doesn't know is a public humiliation awaits him before leaving. Yuan Pei applies red lipstick on Xiaoshan. This time, they're determined to push the man who tried to deceive them into an abyss of no return. The two arrive at the company and expose the jerk's embezzlement and massive debts in front of all the employees. They even called the police beforehand, so the jerk is handcuffed on the spot. Yuan Pei's ex-husband and accomplice in the fraud is also arrested. With this, they completely rid themselves of the jerk. Everything ends perfectly. Yuan Pei and Xiaoshan raise a toast to celebrate. Xiaoshan realizes focusing on her career is the most reliable path. Hand in hand, they walk towards a brighter